In Kakoi village, Malava sub-county, Kakamega County, a white man, Barry Hamba, now 74 years old, sits outside his small muddy house looking through the ruins of what was at one time his mansion, pondering his next move that will see him at least get some little food for the day. It's one of those lucky mornings where he has taken a cup of black tea without sugar and left over ugali.
I came to Kenya with an understanding that I was going to stay here for 1 year. I had a 1-year return ticket with the British Aircraft Company. Mr. Moi came to understand that I had been requested by many people to act for them on a drawing board. But my request was to stay in Kenya for 1 year only. He said to me, hand to hand, "Barry Hamba, I've heard a lot about you. Stay here, please. You're the only person I have to teach my people the technology that you have in your minds."
Having undergone special training in building technology with 2 PhDs in building science and commercial science, Barry Hamba was everyone's darling decades ago, a quality that saw the then Vice President Daniel Arap Moi introduce him to the then President Jomo Kenyatta, requesting him to write to the Queen of England to allow Hamba's citizenship be changed to Kenyan. He was delighted too, since he had fallen in love with a young Kenyan woman. Hamba went back to England to sell his property the same year and came back to settle in Kenya in early 1978.
I bought 30.38 acres. It was put into my wife's name because I was not a citizen of Kenya.
He got his hands dirty working hard and rough, moving from one region to another, helping in construction work, and due to his resilience in his work, he was mandated with the task of upgrading all the health facilities in Western Kenya with financial aid from Finland, Germany and Denmark.
And various people from out with the CPK, and they came to witness the wedding. And the wedding was done in full understanding of what was going on between Elizabeth, I and the family.
He was thoroughly immersed in his work, knowing back home he had a family to fend for.
Goshiweshi decided to take the woman to be his wife, and I was in Mombasa. I was building St. Luke's Hospital, Kaloleni. But now, what is going on behind my back? From Highview Hotel in Kitale, which was an office block for Malims, was to be changed by the owners to become a hotel. I was there for 1 year, living inside because I had no home to go to.
That change forced him to stay in self-imposed exile for 13 years with little help from the police and the provincial administration. Despite the assurance Hamba had from Moi, who was then the president after the demise of Kenyatta, his efforts to reach Moi were futile. Life had turned from bad to worse. He was forced to sell 12 acres of his land to settle a bank loan that his wife Elizabeth and her new boyfriend had allegedly misused. Later, his wife allegedly sold the entire land and the house without his consent, leaving only 3 acres of land, which one of their sons lives on.
Leo nimejaribu kuongea na madhe, akadai anatuachia 3 acres. But hiyo 3 acres ni verbal tu, hakuna kitu written ama kitu ka hiyo.
They had 5 foster sons together, 3 who are alive, but only one, Arab Hamba, refused to follow his mother to the new home she moved in with the teacher she was seeing. Back at home, he has no family since nearly everyone he knew is dead, apart from his younger brother Trevor, who at times sends him some little money for his upkeep. He is now sickly with no money, no medical insurance cover, and is still jobless. And every time he retires to bed, he hopes that in the dark tunnel that his current life has become, there will finally be some light shining through to give him a new start in life once again. Fiona Kenga, Citizen Weekend.